A hiker by the name of Jack was out one Saturday morning enjoying the world, looking around at all the things that God has made. And he looked out over the mountainside where he was standing, and he saw a beautiful, beautiful lake. And as he got a little bit closer to the edge, he lost his footing, and he began to fall. Luckily, he was able to grab hold of a branch. He was very athletic, but there was no way that he's going to be able to climb up. And when he looked down, 1,000 feet, it frightened him. He tried to some way find his way up, but he couldn't. And he didn't want to look down. He was caught in limbo, can't go up, can't go down. And he's stuck. And a horrible sensation came over him that he may die. But then, before he gave up, he thought maybe, just maybe someone like me is out looking at God's creation. And he howled out, "Help me! Help me! Somebody!" But no one answered. And then he was thinking, I guess this is how it ends. But then all of a sudden he heard a voice. And he says, "I'm here." And Jack looked up, but he couldn't see anything. "Who are you?" And the voice said, "I am God." "You're really God?" "Yes." "Your name is Jack." "Jack, listen carefully. I know you're afraid. I know you're scared. But I'm going to help you. Jack, listen carefully and do everything I say." "Lord, I'll do it. I'll go to church. I'll give money. I'll do anything, Lord. Just get me out of here." And God said, "Jack, settle down. We'll talk about that later. Listen to me, Jack, and do what I tell you, and you're going to be okay." "All right, Lord, tell me what to do." "Jack, let go." "What?" "Jack, let go." And this huge silence. And then Jack said, "Is there anyone else up there?" That's an old joke, and I don't like to tell old jokes, but it fit in today's lesson. Letting go is very hard. It's very hard. And some people never let go in their entire life. They go to their grave, and they never failed in life. But they never did anything much either. But they never failed. But they never did anything. I want to show you something that I've been looking for about the last 2 months. Could never find it at any stores. I had it up in my attic. Finally, I decided I'm going to find it, and I opened up boxes, and I found it. This, you got good eyes, can see it. This is a monkey jar. A real, honest-to-goodness monkey jar. And see, I've got it even typed on there, monkey jar, so that makes it real. I want to show you how a monkey jar works. You can turn on the YouTube, and you'll see the same thing. Monkeys are very clever. Very, very smart. Except they have one major league problem, and they can't let it go. So if you happen to be in Africa and you want to catch a monkey, here is exactly how you do it. It will work every time. Monkeys are hardwired to do this. First of all, you have to get a rope. You get a rope. Then you get a monkey jar. Again, I wrote on there, typed on, monkey jar, so you know it's real. Now, it can't just be any jar. It has to be a jar where the monkey can get his or her hand in there easily. And in here I have a really nice pure protein, 20 grams of protein candy bar, very chewy. Now, when the monkey puts his or her hand in there, the monkey grabs it. They got their protein candy bar. I couldn't find a banana. Got a hold of it. And guess what? When the monkey has his hand around this candy bar, he can't get it out. It won't work. No matter what he does, he can't get it out. His fist is bigger now. If he would only let go of the candy bar, if he could just let go, guess what would happen? He can let go and he can run away and escape. Monkeys don't do that. Once their hand is in, once they got a hold of what they want, they're not letting go. And when they don't let go, guess what happens? The hunter comes along with a blanket, throws the blanket over the monkey, and catches the monkey. And the monkey still won't let go. And that's a monkey jar. Now, I will let go because I'm going to look really funny carrying this around all day. But there is an honest-to-goodness monkey jar. And I would have just caught myself a monkey. Are you that monkey? Is there anything in your life that you're holding on and you're never going to let it go? And you won't let it go. And you're stuck. Maybe it's donuts. You can't give them up. I am not letting go of my addiction to donuts. Maybe it's heroin. Maybe it's giving money to the church. Not going to let go of my money. Letting go. I believe that letting go of your ego is the most important thing any human being can do. Let go of your ego. You can never satisfy it. It always wants more from you, and it will never make you happy. Because no matter what you do, your ego wants more. It's never enough. It's never enough. See, did you ever ask yourself this question? Who are you? Oh, really, have you ever asked yourself that question? Who am I? Am I what everybody wants me to be? Am I the good kid that does everything right, but I'm never happy because I'm spend my whole life pleasing everyone? Who are you? Why do you do the things you do? Research says that the average American lies more than 10 times every day. I happen to believe that's true. I can ask people in church who are terribly sick. They've come in, and I know they're sick, and I say, how are you doing? Doing great, Pastor. Really? And why is it so hard for people to tell the truth? I hear people, they're going to give me excuse this and excuse that. Quite frankly, I don't care. Just say what it is. What keeps you from being you? But I guess the question is, who are you to begin with? Ethics. I like ethics. Ethics is a study of moral behavior. Moral behavior is a study of right and wrong. But the question is, who decides what is right and wrong? How do you decide what is right and wrong? By what your friends do? If you have a teenage daughter, 16, and she does what everybody else does, you're probably in trouble. So who decides what is right? Who decides what is wrong? And of course, today we have situational ethics. That means that you do the most loving thing. But again, who decides what is the most loving thing? Do you sacrifice morality for the sake of justice? Do you do whatever you do? Do you even have a moral compass? Who are you? What do you want? Have you achieved it? Have you gotten what you want in life? Or are you constantly frustrated? Some people will not give up their anger. Vengeance is what they want. God created human beings, but Smith & Wesson made them equal. Some people never smile. They're angry at God, angry at life. They don't let things go. Who are you? I've said it many times, I'll say it again. Self-esteem is not an emotion. It's a decision. It's not an emotion. Self-esteem is a decision. It's who are you? Are you secure as a man? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust your masculinity? That you're a man. And you believe in yourself. And when you make a decision, it's final. You believe in it. Somebody says something, oh, I was just kidding. Don't do that. If you made a decision what's right, then live with it. People will love you. They're not going to hate you. They will love any human being that can stand up for something. People love courage. You don't see it much anymore. And if you're a woman, embrace your femininity. Do what is right, and you know what is right. William Shakespeare, I love his writings. To thine own self be true. Are you true to yourself? Are you? I'll tell you a secret of life if you want to hear it. It's called The Secret of Life by Alan Miner. And most of you are not going to like to hear this. But here it is. Once you get to be about my age, about mid-40s, you finally learn something in life. And once you learn it, you're free. And again, it's just my opinion. What do I know? But once you get to a certain point in life, and then you realize that people don't really care, then you're free. You look at people who have worked this particular job 50 years, they're going to retire. Suppose everybody loves them. By the time they hand them their watch, they're in the back room on their search committee looking for somebody else. By the evening, they're an afterthought. Not all the time. Surely there's people that will think about us. But if your life is based on everybody liking you, life is going to be hard. Very, hard until you, as a woman or a man, become courageous. Trust yourself that you make the right decision. And when you make it, keep it. Live with it. Do you trust yourself? Why do you not trust yourself? Believe in yourself. Now I've got the next one from Nolan, and it's really good. I've always wanted, and one day I will, Nolan, I will go to a circus, and I want to get up and be a trapeze artist. I want to be able to swing through the air. Greatest show on earth. And to be free. But you know, it takes courage. I've never done it. But I know that when a person wants to be a trapeze artist, and people in their 70s have done it, can walk up there with training, and they look across, and there's a little bar. You have to catch that bar. And then you have to swing forward. And in just a matter of milliseconds, you will have to make a decision. You have to let go of that bar. If you don't let go of the bar, you're going to end up dangling in midair, and it'll be the worst show on earth. But during that moment, when you are swinging out, either to catch another bar or have someone to catch you, you have to let go. No matter how afraid you are, you must let go. And it's going to take courage. And the instructor says, don't think about any of that. Just think, do your job. Think what you're doing. And in that moment in midair, just like Jack on the mountainside, you can't go forward, you can't go back. Do something. You let go. And when you let go, you find that exhilaration. You're free. You've done something marvelous, courageous. And someone catches you or catches the bar, and you say, yes, I did it. I can do this. And it feels great. You made the decision. You did it. You let go, even though it was so frightening. And life is like that. Sometimes we have to let go. We can't just keep staying with a person that beats us every day. You can't be doing bad things. You've got to let go. No matter how afraid you are. I always love the story of Moses. 80 years old, minding his own business, up with the sheep and everything, and remember he sees the burning bush. Turns out, next thing you know, he's talking to the Lord. And God says to Moses, Moses, I want you to do something for me. I want you to go to Pharaoh and tell him to set my people free. Now, remember what Moses did. He said, absolutely, Lord, I'll do it. No, he didn't. He had about so many excuses, it was unbelievable. Let's hear a few of them. Moses said, well, Lord, I'm 80 years old. God said, so what? Well, who am I to talk to the greatest man in the world and tell him to let my people go? And God says, okay, I'll take care of that. But you don't understand, God, I stutter. Okay, I'll take care of that. Excuse. And then finally, God's getting pretty angry. And he pretty much says to Moses, you better stop giving me all these excuses. I will tell you what to say. I will tell you what to do. Can you do that? What's he going to do now? And he does it. And it's true. God helps him to do what he needs to do, say what he has to say. God's with him, and everything works out. How often do you hear God talking to you? Why can't you be an elder? Well, Lord, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I have a nervous breakdown. Are you kidding? Everybody will hate me if I do anything. Oh, really? Go on. I'm not good enough. Go on. Well, I don't like it when I'm in front of people. Go on. And excuse. What are you waiting for? God says, I will be with you. I'm going to make you a better person. I'm going to have you in a situation that you can do great things in other people's lives. What are you waiting on? Playing it safe. Don't let go of all your fears. Someone may not like me. Oh my God. Kill yourself. Somebody's not going to like me. Jeez. Tonight I will worry all night long and not sleep because somebody's not going to like me. Wow. Is that brave? Courageous? Wow. What would happen if you said, Lord, I am not qualified for this. I don't even look that pretty or whatever it is. And the Lord says, I'll take care of it. Can you let go of your fears? And can you hold on to God? Like that trapeze person, you got to let go of your fear, but you got to grab onto something. Let go of your fears and grab onto God's promises. God says, I'll be there for you. I'll tell you what to do. I'll make you a man. I'll make you a woman. No more excuses. You got to have guts. You got to fight for things in life. You got to do the right thing, even if you're afraid. We're all afraid in life. But you do the right thing. You don't do it by yourself. That scripture that I read, you know what it really says? Here's what it says. I'll be God for a second. That's fun. My thoughts toward you are good, not evil. Search for me with all your heart. Find me. And when you do, I will listen to you. I will give you a future. I will give you hope. But you got to search for me. You got to have heart. You got to find me. And when you do, I will listen to you. I will give you hope. I will give you a future. Even if you're 80 years old. You want to let go? You bring it to Abba, your father, daddy, and you give him all your fears. And your father will say to you, it's okay. Just let go. And hold on to me. And we, together, will have the greatest adventure you could ever even imagine. Amen?